You guys, wait until you see who is in my garden right now. I can't even stand it. It's gorgeous. This is a dark morph female eastern tiger swallowtail, and she has been all over the ageratums here, which of course she's flying off now. Here she comes back. And look who else is here. And not only that, look what she's doing. That little monarch has been laying eggs. And what do I have to offer her? Nothing but this one. So my husband's out running errands, and you know what I did? I texted him and I said, you have to go to Lowe's. Look at her laying eggs right now. I said, you have to go to Lowe's and buy me tropical milkweed, because she needs places to lay her eggs, and this is all I have to offer. Everything else is tiny and growing back. I even put the other one tropical milkweed I have left out here for her to find. So, oh my gosh, but if there's caterpillars, then I'm gonna need something for them to eat. Hence the tropical milkweed. Coming soon. I know it's bad. It'll stay in pots. I won't let it go to seed. It will not become invasive to the ecology around my garden. I promise. I know what to do with it. Okay, she's back. So her host plant is, well, multiple things, but what I get eggs on is my wild black cherry trees. And you know that little monarch was here, not yesterday, but the day before, right? I'll just let you keep watching while I tell my little monarch story. She disappeared for a day, and I thought, oh, she's gone, but now she's back. And not only is she back, day one when she was here, she only wanted nectar, but now she's back and she's looking for places to lay her eggs. That tells me that when she disappeared all day yesterday, she was hanging out with the male, literally hanging. And they stay together for 10 hours. 10 hours. So that's probably what she was doing all day yesterday, because now she's interested in the egg laying. I'm going to go around the back so you can see the beautiful coloring on the back of this butterfly. Of course. I got some great photos of her. I already posted them on our YouTube community. If y'all don't look at the YouTube community, I post lots of updates there, so you can check in regularly. All right, I'm gonna leave her be and get back to what I was doing. I wasn't planning on filming today. I really am working on some garden projects, which I'm going to show you all when I film, probably tomorrow, but I just had to. I mean, I had to share this magnificence with you. And there is my first monarch butterfly egg. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm gonna go away so she'll lay more eggs and that butterfly can enjoy its nectar. Look at that little egg right there. And just like that, my first eastern tiger swallowtail egg. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm gonna go take this cutting in and look for more on my wild black cherry tree. This is so fabulous. She's still here. Now she's on the Monarch Magic ageratum. And I'm gonna keep making the rounds looking for more eggs. Do you see that bee? It's just buried in the flowers. It's just loving. I don't know if that's a bee or some type of wasp. Hey, it's Friday and my little monarch is back, and my husband and my son and his girlfriend are visiting with us, which I love. Anyway, they're running some errands, and I texted him and said, go get some tropical milkweed at Lowe's because I need a place for this little sweetie to lay her eggs, and I also need leaves to feed the caterpillars. I think I mentioned already I was going to do that. So I said, just get 2 plants. Well, they came back with 4. So I set all 4 of them out there, and she's just laying eggs all over them. You guys, there are 2 monarchs now. I repeat, 2 monarchs. I just saw the other one flying around in the neighbor yard. I don't know if it's a male or female yet. Hopefully it'll get over here to get some nectar. This is so exciting. So I've got my husband. Oh my gosh, look, there they are. I've got my husband down at the other end of the garden. He's breaking up stem cuttings, sticks, twigs. So I'm back here chopping things down that I want to chop down, and then he's breaking them all up and putting them in the recycle bins. So that's what we're up to. And I'm not filming that because it's boring, but I will update you on the butterflies, which there's 2. See them? I bet the other one's a male because it keeps chasing after her. She's like, leave me alone. I have work to do. This is so fabulous. It really looks so much better back behind the chairs now. That was a dead privet senna and a dead Bahama senna I just cut out. And I have ideas for back there now. So now moving on to these fire bushes. I'm just going to trim them down probably about level with the fence. Yeah, this one I think is a male. Looks like a male. Yep, it's a male. Look how beautiful. He's acting like a male. I knew it was a male before I saw it was a male just by its behavior. It's been already chasing off sulfurs, becoming territorial, going after the female. Yeah, I'm not kidding about this because you know I wouldn't kid. There is just a zebra swallowtail. A zebra swallowtail on this ageratum. Unbelievable. I'll keep my eyes open. Hopefully it'll come back. It flew off that way. Sometimes you guys ask me if I have iguanas in my garden, and no, thankfully, no. Very thankfully, no. I am too far north for them. I do have some invasive brown lizards, the curly-tailed lizard, and the other one they call the Cuban lizards. But we also have a native little green lizard, and we want to support them. We want them to thrive. And there's one behind me right now I'm going to show you real quick. It's right here on my shepherd's hook. See how cute. Let me see if I can get in a little closer. And you know, I've seen this one pretty much every day. It loves resting on these shepherd's hooks because they're cold-blooded and these are metal, so they get nice and roasty toasty in the sun. And I'll just see this little one out here waiting away, waiting for something to fly by. No butterflies though. No butterflies, mister. Also, I forgot to tell you, I have a plant order coming today. So I've been going on Etsy and searching for specific plants and ordering some. And so I'll unbox with you and I'll let you know who I ordered from and why I bought what I bought and if I think it was worth it or not to order from them. He's very persistent. And she is like, leave me alone. I've got one trimmed down, actually two, so I only have one to go. Okay, we are trimmed. I don't know if these are going to come back, but I'm hoping so. They've frozen back before and come back, and they were slow at coming back. I do remember that, so I'm giving them more time. But look what's coming out right here. This is Passiflora incense, and it was growing all up in those fire bushes. So I'm going to go grab a trellis, and it's long, and string this thing on a trellis so I can keep it lower and more accessible and not up in the fire bush. Okay, there we go. I wove it all through there and I dragged it forward so it's coming away from the fire bush, and hopefully it's gonna come back. Time will tell, but that will be awesome. Look at how much taller. I swear these grow taller every day. This is my scarlet hibiscus in a wetland planter with Bacopa moneri down below, host plant for white peacocks. You know what I'm thinking now is I've got a lot of Passiflora incense growing up along the fence back there, and now that it's kind of dormant, I might put some trellises there and then pull it out and up to the trellis, so I'll have it in the yard instead of growing over the fence. I mean, some of it's still going to grow over the fence, of course, but I'd love to have a backdrop of it. That sounds pretty awesome. Imagine those purple flowers all back there and the butterflies flying to them right behind my garden chair. So back here on the fence is this strand, and I'll just gently pull as much of it as I can off, and this is going to be awesome. I'm just going to pull it forward and wind it onto here. And you guys, I want to tell you about these. These have become my absolute favorite garden trimmers, and I love them because this thing here just kind of rests on your thumb. I don't know what it is about it, but they're my favorite, absolute favorite. And I've used them for a while on this channel, and I haven't told you about them because they were annoying to me, because I'd be working with them and my hand would press this down and then it would close like that and lock, and I'd be trying to use them and it was locked. And y'all, I'm so dumb. And this is how real I am with y'all on my channel. It took me months of using these and being frustrated when it would lock and I was trying to trim something to realize, are you ready? Get ready to laugh. This thing folds all the way in. So it doesn't do that. So now that I absolutely 100% love them because that folds in, I feel like I can share them with you. So if you want some really easy to use trimmers that, I just love them. And I use them for decent sized branches too. I'll put them down in my Amazon storefront. So my husband just went in to get some lunch, but I just wanted to show you all the branches I've trimmed off and dragged up here. And that's just what's left. This is all what he's broken down and put here. That's something. But needed to be done, and I'm glad he was here. This is the part of it I hate, breaking it all down, but he doesn't mind it. And I don't mind getting into the plant and making the big cuts and dragging it up here. So it's a perfect combination. Look at these two little passiflora incense coming up right here. Very gently pull it out, and I'm going to go put it on that trellis. There's another one right there, and there's another one right there. I'm going to move over here too. There we go. These are the host plant for Gulf fritillary and zebra longwing. Another thing I found back here, this is my red fire spike. I trimmed it all down, but look what's behind it. This is false nettle, and it is the host plant to the red admiral. I have some more in a pot that maybe I will put in the ground over here with this. The potted one is dormant, and also there's some twine vine coming up. That's the host plant to the monarch butterfly and queens. So yay, it's in the milkweed family. Hey y'all, it's Saturday afternoon, and we just got home from the gym and running some errands, and I want to real quick unbox my plants. They finally came. They came yesterday. You know what? We had to take my son and his girlfriend back to the airport to drop them off, and literally we just got on I-4 heading that way, and I got the notification that my package arrived. I was waiting for it all day. So I still haven't opened them. There's two, and let's go see what I got. Okay, first one. Comes with an information sheet. What to do if my plant arrives damaged. Oh wow, look at this. A full page of information about my plant so you can see what it is. This is a weeping bottle brush, and here is the Etsy store I ordered from, and this is full of information, including information about the cultivar, how they got it, how they found it. So last year at some point I was at Bach Tower Gardens and they had bottle brushes, and I noticed the butterflies were all over them. And like my husband was like, no, we don't need a bottle brush. But I love bottle brushes because I remember when my grandmother moved to Florida, which is what started the rest of my family moving here. Oh, look, it's got my name on it. Is that not cute? Boyette bottle brush. She was so excited because she got a bottle brush tree and planted it, and I remember her telling us all about it. And I used to, back in the day before we had texting and all that, I used to write letters to her. She would write back, and I can remember her telling me about her bottle brush. Look how cute this is. And so this is going to go in a pot, and what's cool about it is it's weeping because the these will get heavy and I guess bend down, and that's when the flowers get on it. So I am so excited to have this, and it makes me think of my grandmother and her husband. My grandfather loved blue plumbago, which is why I have that blue plumbago out there, non-native, smack in the middle of my Florida native wildflower garden, because it's just been there because I planted it there because it made me think of him. And now I have this for my grandmother. And both of them are for butterflies. That blue plumbago is actually a host to the Serenus blue butterfly. All right, let me get my next box. I love this. Everything looks good from the shipper, so you know, so far so good. From, what was the name? Emerald Goddess? Was that it? Yes. All right, next. Okay, so look at this. This one's in a bigger pot. Let me just get this out of the way. Hey! Oh my gosh, it's adorable. Look at that. Look at that sweet little baby. This is a dwarf. This is a dwarf bottle brush. And it just came out of it. The package has no information in it. I'll have to go check my email to tell you this. Look at that. You can see it's really, oh, poor baby. We're going to get that baby into a pot. Look how cute it is. I don't know what has taken me so long to get bottle brushes, but they're going to stay in pots. I tend to keep all my non-natives in pots, and I also love to move things around. Look at it's not level because it's got that root trying to protrude out of the bottom. But I'll go look up the seller that this one came from and let you know. Both of them I ordered from Etsy. Okay, this one, and look, it's got little buds on it. Yay! It's from LJ Plant Nursery. There's another bud there. This is so exciting. I can't wait to see if they really, like, if we really do get lots of butterflies visiting them. So, adorableness. Emerald Goddess Gardens, LJ Plant Nursery. This is a dwarf bottle brush, so it won't get really tall and big like the tree. And this is a weeping bottle brush. Also, my husband and I went to this morning, we were running errands, and I immediately went to check and see if they had any more of those pots that I got before that I showed you. These, they did. They had them in black. These are only $3, and they have this bottom that holds water, perfect for swamp milkweed, like perfect. So I bought every single one they had, because I want to take those bigger containers with multiple swamp milkweeds in them and break it down and put one in a pot. So that's all they had, 8. And you know what? We usually go to Target every Saturday morning after the gym, and I will probably check again next week to see if they have more. And I also placed an order here and got more of these. I use these to fill my floral tubes when I'm raising caterpillars, and there's little plant cuttings in there. These are really easy to get into the floral tube and put more water in. And I have some, but they've started leaking, and they'll just sit and drip, 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 drip. So these are actually like for a science lab. Look, they have little spots you can fill in information. I don't really need that. But what I liked about them is they have airflow control, so they won't drip and leak. So that's why I got them. And I can link them in my Amazon storefront too. All right, that's it. That's my little shopping haul. All right, so that's going to wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And tap the like button. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone. Oh, wait, never mind. I do want to show you a few of the flowers on my small flower pawpaw have opened. I thought they were going to be white. I didn't expect them to be this dark. Let's see if I can get it more in sunlight. There we go. This darker shade is very interesting. I have a terrible sense of smell, so I can't tell if it smells like carrion or rotting meat. I think that's what they're supposed to smell like to attract flies, because I think that's their pollinator. So I don't know.